And an aspiring supernatural writer myself. On sale tonight is my own book, Vamps and Wares and Ghosts, Oh My, A Field Guide to the World of the Supernatural. And everyone who purchases a copy tonight will be entered in to win a special gift package containing items of supernatural value as well as an item from Midnight the Movie set. So it's very, very special. Anyway, so that's me. I hope you guys all have a night that you will never forget. And on that note, I will hand it over to our VIP winners.
Hi, my name is Catherine, or Kate. I'm the lead vocalist, rhythm keyboardist, and electric flutist in an all-girl dance rock tribute band devoted entirely to writing songs about midnight called Ashley J and the Daywalkers. I know, we're amazing. We don't just play midnight songs. A couple of them are based on the Succubi journals and other supernatural books and shows, but most of them are about midnight. Our next album, a concept album based on real blood, is going to be released in only a week. It's called Fantasy, and half of the proceeds will go towards the foundation that the Daywalkers have just recently created. On our previous album, we donated most of our profits to one of Miss Dwyer's charities. We later found out that there was a misunderstanding in between donations, but I mean, at least we paid for her kids to go to college. Anyway, sales of Fantasy will go towards helping children across the world learn to read good and do other stuff good too. Oh, and we're going to provide them everyone with their own copy of Midnight so we can spread the love across the world. I don't know what to say, but that's me.
Is it on? Okay. I'm Anna Harris, or Annie, just like the character in the Midnight books. Yeah. I'm not in a rock and roll band or anything. Oh, I have been in my school's marching band for the past 3 years now. I play the flute. It's really obnoxious. Anyways, when I'm not busy with that, I've started one of the most heavily used, frequently updated, in-depth midnight websites in the entire underground vampire community. You all have probably heard of it. Bang Book. Bang Book. According to Miss Dwyer, Bang Book is and has always been the second best midnight website since the first book came out 3 years ago. Even though Love Blood doesn't have an interactive, text-based action-adventure romance minigame in which you play a heart-torn teenage girl trying to decide between vampire and werewolf lovers while being chased by every sort of monster in the book. And even though Love Blood doesn't have a quiz that will tell you exactly which character from the books would match your personality if they weren't all fictional. But all that doesn't matter, because first is the worst anyway. So yeah, visit my website, www.bangbook.com. Go Team Mitchell. Yeah, Team Mitchell. It's like, now what do I do? It's like, okay. Here you go.
Thanks, Anna. Hey, everybody. My name is Bridget King. I don't really do much. I go to school a lot. Oh, I'm a Team George girl. See, okay, I just want Annie to get with George. See, Annie has to get with George because Mitchell is just, ooh. Anyway, more about me. Oh, well, I'm a painter. Me and 3 of my friends painted the 4th largest finger painting in the world. We have a painter out there? Woo! Okay, so okay, you know that one scene in the second book, Full Moon, when George and Annie see a bunch of werewolves go cliff diving, and then later Annie gets attacked by a vampire, and And then George comes. And then him and the vampire all fall off the cliff. Oh god, and they're fighting in midair, and they're punching, and yeah, it's that. Well, actually, no, the finger painting's kind of like that, only the vampire actually dies there instead of living to come back later. And the vampire's Mitchell. Okay.
Hello, call me Samwise Alistair, and I'm a sorcerer. I'm a fan of midnight something. When I'm not out reading these books, I'm a private detective, helping people dig up dirt on others, and finding out tools of skeletons, people keep in my closets, that sort of thing. Figuratively. I'm not sure what else to say. Go, T. Mitchell.
Ginger snaps. I know, my parents were cruel. Well, I'm a college freshman, graphic arts major, and I spend most of my time writing comic strips. Currently, I have 2 online webcomics, one based on my dog Zippo and its crazy adventures across time and space, and the other based on a few of the minor characters from Sherry Dwyer's 3rd book, Penumbra. You can get to both of these at my website, www.gingercom.com. Although, from what I've been told, several of my doodles will be featured in the last Midnight book, Fixing Dust, at the bottom of each page towards the page numbers. So I hope you all like my doodles, and please be sure to check out www.gingercom.com. Thanks!
Hello, my name is Ganja.
Hi, my name is Trillian Triplefoot. I'm just a regular guy who likes to read. I didn't really really expect to win this contest, but I figured I couldn't just not show up. I'm not really involved with Midnight as most of you people probably are. I just got a Twitter account, though. Maybe I'll become one of those Midnight Twit heads, or whatever they call the Twit people. I don't know. I own sort of knick-knack store, actually. I carry a lot of weird stuff there. Knick-knacks, antiques, and other things. It's called Tricklefoot. So tweet at me, @Tricklefoot.
Mitchell.
All right, everyone, those are your Midnight Madness VIP winners. Anyway, as you all know, 3 years ago, the world was changed forever by a book. We may not have known it at the time, but when we first picked up our copies of Midnight, we held in our hands the single most important book to have ever been printed in the history forever. After all, without Midnight, we would have Mitchell, the vampiric hero of Midnight, with his glistening, marbly, pale skin, stone-hard abs, and beautiful bronze hair. But another year later, with its sequel, Full Moon, a brand new breed of sex was introduced with the werewolf George. It threatened to split the universe in two. Wars broke out, dormant volcanoes erupted, swine began to flew, all in the name of Teen George. Much blood was shed, but neither side could scrap over together. Even though Team George was wrong, it really has purple haze and guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yet another year later, after the release of Full Moon, a glorious thing happened, and another book was released. This one was called Penumbra. I'm sure most of us didn't really know what Penumbra was, and probably still don't, but it helped prove the point that Mitchell was the one for Annie and George wanted to step off. Midnight, Full Moon, Penumbra, and the soon-to-be-released Fixing Dusk. Your author, Sherry Dwyer! Hurry, everyone, clap more!
Send her out.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out today and for being such great fans and buying my books. Your money really means so much. But first, before we get to answering questions, I'd like every single one of you to know that this isn't just a one-way street. Because each and every one of you is my biggest fan. When you buy your copy of Fixing Dusk tonight, you will also receive a coupon good for $4 off your next copy of Fixing Dusk. Well, it's been quite a journey since the original release of Midnight. Here we are, about to finally end. I don't know about you, but it feels to me as if I've spent my entire life with George. even though it's only been a few short years. The characters have changed my life and taught me important lessons throughout their creation, and I hope the same can be said for all of you. It's such an incredible feeling, being a writer and seeing your creations who are, in a way, like your children, only much more handsome. They don't complain as much. They make you lots of money instead of sapping it all away from you. But to see them affect your families in ways that cause them to physically assault each other over who's more attractive. It really just brings tears to my eyes.
Emotional.
But really, again, I owe it all to you. Without you, I would still be living in a single story. To put it into the form of language, if I was the brain behind Lily, and all of my ideas were the blood, then you, my veins, would be the heart, pumping my ideas into the brain. Or Midnight's burger, something. Well, Midnight doesn't really have any blood. Vampires, so I guess my ideas would be the soul. Well, unless you don't think vampires have souls, which it is a widely debated topic, so. Well, my ideas could be the blood, but the victim's blood instead. Although I like to think that Midnight would be a vegetarian vampire as it was. Real blood really is as good as the notes really say. And vampires don't have heartbeats. They don't need the hearts. Anyway, my fans are important to me. Even if Midnight doesn't get into a perfect vampire metaphor. Anyway, on to the other stuff. I know, like in every book series, there are things that just can't be answered on a written page, and I'm sure you all have questions you'd like the answers to. So, what we've done is gathered all the questions you Midnighters asked and put them on little cue cards for our VIP list. So let's get on with the questioning, and then after that, we'll have the reading of the first chapter of Fixing Dust, and then you'll all get to purchase your signed copy. You, on the end.
So, you said that you originally came up with the idea for Midnight from a Dream. Is this how you come up with all of your characters and ideas?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I did come up with the idea from a dream. It was definitely the most inspiring, most incredible dream. And something like that only happens once in a lifetime. But after I had the dream, I saw the journey. The characters just took on a life of their own. It was like I was watching a movie or a TV show with them in it, and just writing down what I saw, like I was discovering some sort of long-lost, buried treasure. Anyway, I'm just happy that I found an idea. It's a very, very genuine idea. The idea of a romance between a vampire and a human, it's unheard of. And a vampire doesn't drink blood, nonetheless. That's something truly unique, and I was just happy to be the first one in the genre. Next question.
Hi, Miss Dwyer. Can I touch? Your books deal heavily with the idea of love and characters being in love. What sort of message are you trying to convey about love through your books?
Well, that's a very tough question. I guess I don't really write messages. I don't sit down and go, oh, what do I want to say about love? Like I said, to me, writing is like watching a movie. When I watch a movie, I don't sit there and think, oh, look at the imagery and the theme the director's trying to convey and all the details that are important to the message. No, I think, wow, that guy is really, really, really hot. And I cover him in all sorts of chocolate sauce and whipped cream and just...
Oh, Sherry.
So no, I don't write messages. I write scenarios that people can take whatever they want from. That's what good writing is, kids. Good writing doesn't try to say anything. It just makes people think it has something to say. Next question.
Thank you, Sherry. You're an inspiration. Wasn't she great?
Hi, Miss Dwyer. I'm such a big fan of your books. I just want to say that first. Why, thank you. You do have a question. Yeah. Your character, Michael, is the first guy to show interest in Annie in Midnight, but he gets shut down every time because he's too ordinary. Do you have anything in store for this character? Perhaps making him a wizard or a warlock, trying to finally win Annie over? Yeah? Well, no. Michael's not a wizard. That's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, there are vampires and werewolves and stuff, but that's different from a wizard. Vampires and werewolves can be explained away through nature and evolution or something. But the idea that man can just control magic seems a little far-fetched to me. I mean, out there in this world there could be an undying creature drinking blood, or a man who can transform into a wolf. But it's not like there's a sorcerer sitting in the audience. And from there, if we eliminate wizards, there really isn't much room to grow Michael's character. I tossed around the idea of a werepanther, but that was silly too. Plus, I like the idea of having an ordinary guy thrown into the mix, to basically be compared to Mitchell and George. Michael is an average Joe kind of character, and I need him to show my readers how boring and uninteresting regular people are. My fan base should not have to settle for the ordinary. You are all above that. It's true. You need men in shining armor, or at the very least men with sparkling chests. And you shouldn't have to compromise your aspirations just because the majority of people don't want them. Next question. Thank you so much, Miss Dwyer.
My question. Do you have any idea what the consequences of your books are?
Well, it's a worldwide book. I like to think it's inspired people.
The Midnight books don't inspire. They rule me. I've been seeing that seat for a good while now, watching, looking into the eyes of all your fans. I haven't seen a single inspired person. I see a room of people just waiting to be broken by reality. Until then, they'll spread their obsession like a plague infecting the rest of the world.
Excuse me. Midnight is a complex society. Teaching argument, nothing but relationships of any sort of value. And death is a better alternative than not having a boyfriend. Sir, stop talking and sit down now. All of you, sit down now. This is the most important album in America. I will not hesitate to shoot.
You tried to face your team, that didn't work.
It's just about face the headway.
He was aiming a gun at your face.
He's aiming at your face because you are attached.
He's really attached.
Everybody calm down and nobody gets hurt. I promise.
Hello, just so you all know, I'm a vampire. Oh, and you all remember Sam Wise. He's a wizard. And Shirley over here, he's Nobody but these numbskulls will get hurt.
Wait, you can't be a vampire. You don't sparkle. Real vampires sparkle.
They shine. And they light.
You might be any day.
You're not really my type. I prefer a name.
Dante, don't fling around. You need to go now.
Oh my god.
Julian, let's move. If you don't get out of here, it's going to be lights out for some reason.
Listen, lady, I don't have to hurt you. Or maybe I do.
Name's Alex. And lady, I'm gonna have to ask you to read the post.
I'll swallow your blood.
Swallow this. How's that for heartburn?
What the hell just happened here?
I believe I can save you all from the bed. Wait a minute. You! And you! And you! Ah, crap. All right. Now you move. There we go. Yeah. You have about negative 3 seconds to tell me what's going on here. Before I start pumping silver in pretty much's face. Drop your weapon! Where the hell did you come from? I said drop it. Look, you're making a big mistake. Drop it! These people, they're cold-blooded killers. Are you not? Put my gun on the ground here and kick it over to me. That's safety out. Okay, we don't want any more unnecessary trouble here. Alright. Now, without any funny business from any of you, someone tell me what the hell's going on! I think I can explain. You see, you fell asleep during the event and hit your head on the floor. But before we could wake you up, the lights went out. Somebody shot Miss Dwyer. None of us saw it. No, she's been staked to you! What the hell did you do? I saw vampire, I staked you. I saved you all from the undead scourge. I was ready to tear your body. You're nuttier than a cabbage, you are. What the hell's he talking about? Somebody shot Miss Dwyer. None of us saw it, but she said she saw who killed her. She was dying. So we did the only thing we could do. I turned her into one of the undead scourge. You see, we come from a world you may not understand. After she was turned, Miss Dwyer was uncontrollable. And he showed up. Staked her right in the heart. Made a really corny joke about it. What? You expect me to believe all that? I mean, vampire? Come on! What's so hard to believe? Stay back. Why must you rule out the possibility of something? One more step and I'll shoot. I'm not kidding. Go ahead, shoot me. At least then you'll be sure. You got me. What the hell are you? I'm what goes wrong. Do you believe us now? Shoot him again. Listen, we are wasting your time. Somebody here shot Miss Dwyer. We need to find her. But things get out of hand. And more than just this one murder. Did somebody say murder?
Sherry, private investigator, master of disguise, marksman, bare-knuckle boxer, medical doctor, drug addict, writer, handyman, and otherwise, a gentleman of fantastical proportions. But that, my dear friend, is all purely trivial. What does matter is that you have a murderer on this very premises. I also happen to be a master of deduction and deducing and such, having solved several murders myself. Sir, please, let the gun from my face.
Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. What's next? A minotaur with a side of bacchanal?
All right, quiet. Where is the body?
Right here.
Ah, what?
And no funny business now, or I'll shoot you.
You Americans, always policing everyone around. Just because you have a firearm does not make you any more qualified to handle this situation and determine the murderer than I am. this, which makes me infinitely more qualified than you are.
This is a library card.
Library card. Mr.
Rocky. Punch Rocky.
Of course. Knowledge is power, Mr. Slaprock. Now, please put that gun away and let me do some deducing.
Rocky.
Body was moved after death. Stake moved to the heart to the post-mortem. Lights on his neck. Blood was drained. It's very interesting. It appears that the cause of death is a single shot from the upper right solar plexus. What is that?
Just so happens to be not unlike the one you're carrying in your hand at the moment. Possibly the one with your bucket or boot.
Difficult to tell from the bullet wounds. The shot went clean through. Right around here. 45 caliber round. Matching all of your guns. The boot gun.
I didn't have my gun when Miss Dwyer was shot. They took it.
I didn't shoot anybody, I swear.
If you believe this country you are all innocent until proven guilty.
Rock Rock.
Let's not single anyone out as a murderer just yet, until we have any real basis for it. Instead, we're going to narrow down the killer with facts.
Please, enlighten us.
Of course. Now I looked from the bodies of crime with traces on the gun. What do you here know what this means? You. Any idea what that means? I'll tell you. It means whoever thinks he shot the author had to have fired the gun from a distance close enough to splatter these minute traces of gunpowder upon them in any fire.
Miss Sherry Dwyer.
Yes, minute traces of gunpowder is still upon man, is surely. Do you have any idea what that means? It means that the murderer had to have fired their gun from a distance of at least this front row here or closer. You, sir, could very well be the murderer. Any of you here know? Any of you here? Anyone up here, for that matter, could be the murderer. I'm hungry. You, sir, are you hungry? You there, head blow this. That gun, you look like you could be a bouncer or something. I need you to go and lock all of the doors. No one can be allowed in or out under any circumstances. Only they pay before otherwise, single soul, in or out.
And why should I listen to you?
Library. Who's in charge? Anyone? Some folks you on this little nice square little place. Never mind. When you consider just by the way you did come here expecting some form of deserved good. Stand right there and tell me that you're going to be able to have time to even you're trying to read a book. No, that won't suffice it. Moving on, yes, situation, my own private kids. Now, those people who are craving some form of dessert, are going to set up tables there in the back, and all go have something to eat, and have this little murder between us, so you never just yourself. And in case you haven't forgotten, murder is a serious business.
Can I please put the body out of the way?
But I remember every last detail of that corpse. To remove any sort of evidence, and your eyes to the very top of my suspect.
Thank you.
All right then. I guess it's time to choose. Those of you in the back rows, come on now, stand up. We haven't all night there. Up, come on now. Let's keep things moving. If you're going to do the shirts, please, let's not get crazy. One each for everyone. And if you'd like to